Good morning, Live Oak Church. Today is May the 8th, and we've been looking at Proverbs. Proverbs 8 is all again a warning on adultery, and he does that a lot, particularly at the beginning, because it's just so devastating. But when I started this process, I told you that not only will I read the proverb of the day, whatever the day is, but also would read a psalm of the day. And today is a psalm you're very familiar with, whether you know it or not. Most likely you've heard either the whole thing or parts of it. And I just want to read it because it's such a worshipful psalm. And there's a reason why you're very familiar with it. Listen to what Psalm 8 says. O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You have set your glory above the heavens. Out of the mouth of babes and infants you have established strength because of your foes to still the enemy and the avenger. So he starts off, Lord, praise you. How majestic is your name. And I find this morning when I'm having my quiet time with this is I just find myself praying, Lord, how rarely do I come to you just to praise you, even for something as simple as your name. And that there's only one called Lord. There's only one who is over all, and that is your title. That is who you are. And so allow this to just really lead me into worship, how you have set your glory over the heavens, out of the mouth of babes and infants. You have established strength because of your foes. And then David turns, and this is a Psalm of David, he turns to look at man compared to God. He says, when I look at your heavens and the work of your fingers, the moon, the stars which you have set in place, what is man that you are mindful of him, the son of man that you care for him? And so David's going, I look at the God who can create everything, the sun, the moon, the stars, and put them in place. And then I look at man. And who are we that the one who can do all these wonderful things is mindful of us? He cares about us. He gives thought and interacts with us, that we are important to him. How is this? I mean, this is the equivalent of me as a human adult, or maybe someone even better than me, looking at a virus or a bacteria and going, oh, I care about this, and I want to interact with it in whatever form of life. You know, I mean, there's just such a difference in existence. But if I gave value to those things, and David is just being amazed, Lord, you give value to us. In fact, he goes on, yet you have made him, man, a little lower than the heavenly beings, and crowned him with glory and honor. You have given him dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under his feet. And then he names them, some of them, sheep, oxen, beasts of the field, fish in the sea, birds of the air, whatever passes along the paths of the sea. So he's going, Lord, you've given man dominion. You are so much above us. You created everything. And then we, as part of your creation, you said, I am going to put you over these things. And what should be the result that the Creator would do that? And he ends it with, O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. The result should be that those who were created and given dominion over all things by the Creator, they should ensure that all the earth is lifting up the name of the Lord and declaring how majestic his name is. And so one of the great condemnations of man is that we have not done that. That instead we want to turn on ourselves and say, look how great our name is. Look at us. Look at what we have done. And David understands it correctly. He looks and goes, the Creator did all of this. We are part of his creation, and he put us in charge of everything on this earth. We are the dominant creation on this earth. So we should make sure that the result of that is that his name is praised throughout the earth. Let's you and I today participate in helping his name be praised throughout the earth.